Hey y'all, welcome to Daily Mail episode 6. This mail is titled, How Did We Get to 10,000 Subscribers in 2 months and 16 days? What? Thank you. You guys are awesome. Okay, so that's what the story's going to be about tonight, and we're going to do a PS, and I have a very special game at the end. I'll be giving away a free reading to celebrate. I won't give it away tonight because I'm going to give the video a couple days to be out, probably a week to be out, so that enough people can have a chance to see it and participate in the game. So, and I'll put that information in, I'll pin it as a first comment if I can figure out how to pin a first comment. I don't know if I'm just supposed to go in and comment or what. But anyway, so how did we get to 10,000 subscribers in 2 months and 16 days? First, there was an inspired idea. Somehow or another, I stumbled across the tarot reading. I've never believed in tarot. I've kind of played around with it, like whenever I went to New Orleans, I would like sit with the tarot reader and see how accurate they could be. But it was always kind of with the heart palpitations because I felt like it was not necessarily, I didn't know for sure how safe it was. But so that was the first thing that happened, is I was guided to a tarot reading. By accident. There's no such thing as accidents, right? But the title really grabbed my attention, and I listened to it, and it told my story. So, and I did in one of the other episodes, I think I've told you guys about that, about how that all started. So that's how it came about. It was an inspired idea guided by the universe. When it's an ace, it's always a gift from the universe, right? So I looked at it as this could be part of my passion project, my lifelong dream, what I've always intended to do one day, right? So what was it that I always intended to do? I needed to map that out. And my intentions have always been to use the things that I've been through. See this wounded warrior? I don't think he's a wounded warrior. Look at him. He's looking at all those things he's been through, and he's like, really? That's all I had to do? You'll understand that at the end of this message. But my always wanted to do is take the trials and tribulations I have been through and share them with people in an effort to help people who might be going through similar things. So I decided I could use tarot to do that. I ordered a tarot deck and started playing with it, practicing on myself and other people and all that. And I thought, can my intention work with tarot, right? So I talked to a couple friends about it, and there was a whole lot of people who had a whole lot of opinions, and they weren't necessarily in agreement, and it caused me to have a little bit of worry about, can I really do this? Because it took me a minute before I actually did it. But yeah, so I had a lot of these nights, not a whole lot of them, but whenever I go to bed at night, I really sleep good. But during the day, this is what I was doing, worrying about things, because I'm not this person. I'm not this person who embodies all of the qualities of all of the kings, all of these leaders. That's not who I am, right? So I did a whole lot of that. I went inside and I asked, because I really felt like it would be something, that a vehicle for me to be able to reach out and do what I've always wanted to do. But again, a lot of people didn't agree. So I finally made a decision to leave behind anybody who didn't agree with me. And when I say that, I don't mean leave them behind. I mean not let their fears guide my life. I made that decision, and I walked away from those things that didn't serve me. I put that issue to rest, right? So then I planted my pentacle. I named it. I did the first video, and I put it on YouTube, and then I watched it to see what would happen. Not much happened. And so I planted another one, and I watched it to see what would happen. And these little videos started growing. People started watching them. People started subscribing, right? Because I planted it. But guess what else I did? I would go back in. Let me see, which card did I take out for that? I would go back in and I would worry, because I don't know how to read that analytics page. But YouTube Academy keeps telling me that that analytics page is going to help me leverage and all that other stuff. So I would worry. And this would start to slow down a little bit, right? The growth, the subscribers would start to slow down. When I would start worrying and trying to figure it out, this would start slowing down. So, and then I would hear God say, because I would do this again, He'd say, you do your job and let me do my job. This went back and forth a lot during the process of these last 2 months and 16 days. As a matter of fact, I was laying right there on my sofa one day, and I was meditating, praying, talking to God. I had gotten to, I think when you get to 1,000 subscribers and 40,000 hours of watch time, that's when you can monetize, right? Well, I had gotten there quite a while before that day I was laying on the sofa. And I never wanted to monetize because, I mean, I want to monetize. I want to do this. I want to actually make it sustainable, that it would sustain me financially, right? But but I'm laying on the sofa up there and I'm asking God, okay, how do I monetize this? Do I open a Patreon account and create classes? What do I do? Do I do like lecture sessions and charge for them? What do I do? Help me figure this out. And I'm laying there quiet, waiting for Him to answer me. And He finally says, well, you must not be worried about money. And I said, yeah, that's why I'm asking you this. And He said, well, you hadn't monetized your account yet. I said, but you don't understand. Sometimes these messages are so intense, I don't want them to be interrupted with an ad. He said, well, didn't your son-in-law tell you that you could direct when the ads appear in your videos? I'm like, yeah. He says, well then, why hadn't you done it? Well, because I don't know that for sure. I'm having this conversation. I'm not kidding you. Well, because I don't know that for sure. You know, I don't know if that's the truth. Well, you're not going to know unless you find out, unless you do it. So I was like, okay, so I gotta, and he said, and you don't even have a donate button. For if people really love your channel, you're giving so much and you're not allowing them to give back. You don't even have a donate button. So I was like, okay. So I got up, monetized my channel, was able to direct the ads at the beginning and at the end, but not in the middle. And I put a donate button. But I'm so busy with these messages, I don't even tell y'all there's a donate button. But there is. I've had it down there for about a month, and I've never said anything about it because I'm in a different flow whenever I'm doing this. So I go back and forth with this, worry about what to do next, and this would slow down. And whenever I would worry about what to do, it's like when I would dig up the seed, this would slow down, right? And we talk about that every time I pull this card up. We talk about that we're supposed to do our job and let the universe do their job. This is not beneficial. It's like putting on the brakes. It's like putting the car in reverse. And every time I tried to go in and figure out how to make one of the videos have more viewers, or how to make how to understand the analytics page, any of that, there was no way that I could, I was stressing myself out. I was getting all caught up in my head. And it's like, and I would go within, and God would remind me, you do your part and I'll do my part. So my intention was to use my life circumstances and be able to, with His direction, because He has to be my partner, with His direction to use my life experiences to help. I don't necessarily want to say help either, but to help you guys that are out there that are walking the same journey that I've walked, or that I am still walking, to help you along. And you help me along too with your comments and your likes and your subscribes, all that stuff. It's like a joint venture between me and them and you. And they are guiding you to this channel just like they guided me to that initial tarot reading. So they're growing this channel for us to all be together as a community with each other, where we can love each other, learn from each other, not judge each other. It can be a safe space for us to be able to communicate and to get clarification, confirmation, and validation about the things that we're going through in our lives. Because sometimes the very worst thing that we can do is feel like we are all alone on this journey, right? So this is my biggest issue, is that sometimes I'm in mental conflict about what do I do next? What do I do next? What do I do next? And it's like this card keeps coming back to my mind. God keeps saying, you just do your part and I'm going to do my part. But what's my part? What's the next thing? If you don't have a next step, just do what you're doing and I'm going to do my part. So I'm not smart. I haven't gotten in the analytics and figured out how to leverage anything. I'm telling you, I have simply gone into partnership with my spirit team, and they have corralled you guys who are so awesome, and they've partnered us all together so that we could grow on this journey together. The universe has manifested this channel of 10,000, however many subscribers, 10,153, I think the last time I looked. Hang on, I'll tell you, because I can look while I'm doing this. Oh, if I put in the right passcode. Now 10,159 subscribers. And that's not because I did anything. The biggest thing I did was take my thoughts captive, lay my worries to rest. Of course, I keep picking them back up again. And then God reminds me to lay them back down again and let Him do His job. And look what He's manifested. A community of 10,159 people that I absolutely adore. Like you just don't even know. And where we're going, will I add classes? Will I add lectures? I don't know. These little daily videos, I'm already crazy about them. I love that we get some interaction. They don't get as much views as the other videos get, but that's okay. I'd rather have people who are invested in what's going on than people who are watching it and don't really get fed with it. Because that's what the intention is. That's what the intent is, for us to feed each other and grow with each other and love each other. So we're going to do a PS. No, we're going to here's the game first. We're going to do the game first. The PS is last. This is a card, right? It's from the Enchanted Map by Colette Baron Reed. And there are 54 cards in that deck. It's an oracle deck. I want you to tell me what is the number on this card. Okay? The way I want you to do that is I want you to breathe into your heart and get centered with yourself. And then close your eyes. This is a test for your intuition. Breathe into your heart center and close your eyes. And do that and clear your mind. And actually think of something that makes you feel good. Think of a good feeling thought. And when you're having that good feeling thought, ask Source what number is on that card. And whatever number He gives you, between 1 and 54, whatever number He gives you, put that in the comments. Whoever gets this number, whoever gets the right number, their name will go into a drawing for a free reading. And I won't pull it tonight. It'll be, like I said, I'll give it a few days, likely a week. Friday. I'll draw on Friday and see who gets the free reading, and we'll announce it. But yeah, and I'll try to pin that in the comments. I don't know, y'all didn't see that when I turned it around, huh? So yeah, that's the game. Tap into your intuition and ask your higher self, what is the number on that card? And if you breathe into your heart, and whenever I say that, I don't mean close your eyes and picture your heart up there like it's breathing. Not that. Really focus on your heart center when you're breathing in. Breathe into your heart and exhale from your heart. And do that a few times and try to think of a good feeling thought, something that gives you a feeling of peace and joy and serenity. And whenever you've captured that feeling in your heart, then ask Source, what's the number on that card? That's how we're going to test your intuition. So it's a game and a giveaway all together. Okay, so now we're going to do the PS. God, guides, angels, archangels, Holy Spirit, thank you so much for this beautiful YouTube community. I cannot tell you how blessed I feel to be a part of such beautiful people. Show us the PS. Show us the PS for this community for today's Daily Mail. What's the PS? Okay. It's the Nine of Cups. And he's just telling y'all this truly is something that I've wanted to do my entire life. And you guys rock because you're letting me do it. You're letting me use my mess to talk to you. And you're receiving it, and you're sharing your mess with us too. And you know what? When we share each other's mess, it makes that load so much lighter, and we can heal from it and overcome from it, and then reach out to others. And we all walk in victory. Don't you love God? That is so awesome. Okay, thank you so much. 10,159, you guys are awesome. And don't forget to do your intuition where you breathe into your heart, find a joyful, compassionate feeling, and then ask Source, what's that number? Okay, guys, I love you so much, and we'll see you next time. And thank you again in celebration. 10,159, you guys rock. Bye.